Hey guys, this is Pedro back with another interview, this time covering the LTA South Split 2 season. My guest at this time is Kisee, the mid laner of Vivo Keyd Stars, coming off of the match against Istro, my bad on that. With the victory, thus continuing their stellar form in said regular season. So Kisee, thank you so much for the opportunity, like I said before, and congrats on the W. It's another week, another 2-0 for this team, a very a good turnaround in performance given what we saw out of this team in Split 1. So I got to give you the obvious opener. How are you feeling?
Um, Honestly, I'm feeling great. Of course, like going undefeated so far is a pretty good feeling. It also it also shows that how hard we've been working since split one and the improvement we've made, to get this far.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, by all accounts, given how you guys were performing in Split 1, crashing out early on in the playoffs, I mean, it kind of gave a sense of like maybe this team wouldn't be able to like perform in the way you guys have been doing right now. And so like to go from point A to point B, point A being Split 1 and point B being right now, end of week 2, what do you think just kind of made the turnaround happen for you guys to be at this point?
I mean, honestly, I think in split one, I kind of blame myself because I wasn't in my full form. I like I hardly played in the off season because I was spending time with my loved ones, of course, and I wanted to spend as much time as I can before I come to Brazil and compete because I know I'll be here for a very long time. And yeah, I think if I practice like I did for the split, like we'll do much better in split one. So I kind of take responsibility for that for my team. So I think that's just the difference. I think from that split and this split.
Mhm. And with what you said about the transition into this kind of new environment, I assume this is like the first time you've been in South America. And so like, I mean, given the difficulties trying to get used to this new league, new play style, new everything basically, um, do you feel like now you've been get a sense of like tranquility, get a sense of like things are finally going the right direction for you, not just like in the rift, but also outside of it?
Honestly, coming to well, this is not my first time in Brazil. Like I was actually here for academy like last year. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but playing in this a whole different region, I'm actually learning a lot and I'm improving a lot, I think, hopefully. And yeah, I'm really grateful that I got this opportunity to come and I think it's changed my perspective on life like a lot. So I think it's good that this happened to me and I'm grateful.
Yeah, just kind of chime in a little bit before moving on. You've been in the org since like middle of last year, as you said, back in the academy squad. Now finally got the chance to move up to the main team for 2025 season. And so, I mean, piggybacking off of what you just said, at the end of your answer, in what aspect do you feel like changed the most for you, and just having to like um be better positioned to compete in this league?
Um, I mean, there's no certain aspect. I think just the overall structure and like the training programs and just what we do every day. It makes like everything better. And I've never experienced anything like this. Like compared to in OC, well, I'll just wake up and we just play scrims and it'll be it. Like we'll just play from our houses. There's no like
Mhm.
team. It's not like a real team. Whereas here, it's like everything you do is you just do together. Like we're like staying together, we're training together in like the same environment. So it's good.
Was it like a certain like culture shock for you to like have to like now adhere to a much more professional environment compared to like what it was like in Oceania?
Yeah, I wouldn't say a shock. I'd say like a change. It was a kind like I had to adapt, obviously, and I think I adapted quite well. I'm fitting in. Like, I love the culture here. Actually, it's wonderful. Everyone is so passionate, and the fans are great. Like the crowd when we're playing, it's very great, and yeah, I think it's good.
I mean, given like the team's form in recent weeks and how the season ended for you guys back in Split One, you guys fell at the hands of Loud from at the end of your stage, and you know to go from that to here, does it kind of give you like not only good feelings but also like good um confidence in the sense that like now you guys can like improve to the point where you guys can actually have a chance to competing at the top levels of this league.
Yeah, I would say it definitely gives us like reassurance of we can actually win this league because obviously what happened last split. I mean, even though we came eighth in that first split, I was still confident that if we trained very hard and everyone is like everyone's potential is very high on this team in my opinion. In my opinion, so I just knew if we trained and worked very hard every day as we did, like we'd have a good chance of competing with the top.
No, for sure, and like you know, in a sense, like this Vivo Keyd Stars team is kind of like similar to the kind of team that you've been a part of last year in the academy. Some of the members moved up into the main squad, such as yourself included, and of course you got to see the additions into the team for this season, such as Trimby, the support coming over from EU. So obviously, kind of had to like work out the kinks of like understanding all of your teammates, incoming teammates, and also a little bit of like those that you've already been a part of or you've been with. And so, yeah, first point that I want to ask you is just sort of like the inclusion of Trimby. How has that process been like? Just to have like play with a man like him, very experienced in the LEC champion, and the like.
Honestly, like when I first heard about Trimby, I wasn't like I kind of have high expectations, right? Like just because someone's champion, like in a league, I don't think it means to like really good, like because I've versed people that come like back to OC and they were like playing in NA and stuff and imports, like they've played in Korea and they come back and they don't perform as good. But like now that I see the way Chumbi is playing and how he is, like I think he is like very good and I think he's I think he's actually the best player on our team. And yeah, I'm really glad we have him and our connection outside of the game and chemistry is very good. So we're really good together.
Have you been able to help him learn some of the Portuguese? You know, out of curiosity.
I mean, honestly, he probably knows more than me. Like Chubby's a smart guy, so he can pick up fast.
But still, I'm sure like you have that kind of like um better understanding of the language, given that you've been there in Brazil for a good while. And yeah, like one other aspect that I want to ask you is sort of like the coaching, because we also see the arrival of CL into the team, so it's kind of a continuation of the sort of new or more so the morphing of this current iteration of the roster. So how have you viewed his coaching? How have you viewed sort of his eye for the game, and how has that kind of then transitioned into how you guys have been performing so far this season?
Um, well, I want to start off by saying Sil is a great coach and he works like very hard for us and everyone. He spends like most of his days, most of his hours just on League of Legends, and just the team. Like he's always overworking. Like he's always stressed, in my opinion. Like he sometimes need to chill out because too much stress is not good for you. But I don't think we'd be as good as we are today if it weren't for Sil. So a lot of credit goes to him.
One more question I got that I want to ask you before I have to wrap this up. More so, just sort of looking ahead into the rest of the season. You at the halfway point into of this regular season, so I kind of want to ask you, just sort of, since you guys are in pole position of the league standings, what's the confidence level like for this team that you guys can kind of continue this form and push yourselves into maybe the title and everything beyond that.
I mean, winning a lot during the regular season is good, right? It gives you confidence, but in my opinion, at the end of the day, like it all comes down to playoffs because I've won like I don't know many times where I wasn't like first in regular season, right? I think two of my wins I got were like I was like fourth or fifth place, or like second place in regular season. Like so, I don't want to get too arrogant and lose focus and just lay back and relax just because we're doing good right now. So yeah, just hopefully we can still keep this momentum and play as good in playoffs as we can now.
A very humble answer, which is very understandable and such from a humble player like yourself. And hopefully, as you said, this form can continue into playoffs and everything beyond that. So, Kissy, thank you so much for the opportunity for this interview. Really do appreciate it. Thank you for answering all of my questions as well. And of course, gotta give you the best of luck for the journey ahead. So, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much for your time too in this interview. I had a great time.